Thank you so much, Aurora, for sharing that story with us. And we also just want to emphasize that part of what we wanted to highlight this evening, genres that fall within the literary, right? So your autobiographical story and you're pairing it with the visual, and the summoning that you're doing is in conversation with the poetry and short story production and the novels and so on that the other writers here tonight are going to be engaging. So our second writer is Kevin Jared Hosein, who is adept of both short story and poetry, so I'm not sure what he's reading tonight, but he is the winner of the 2015 Commonwealth Short Story Prize for the Caribbean region for his story, yes, congratulations on that, for his story, The King of Settlement 4. So his earlier entry for that prize, The Monkey Trap, is featured in an anthology called Pepperpot, Best News Stories from the Caribbean. In addition, The Monkey Trap was also shortlisted for the Small Acts Literary Prize and for the Caribbean Short Story 2013 Prize. His debut book, Little Town Secrets, was published in 2013, and his poem, The Wait Is So, So Long, was adapted into a short film, which was awarded a Gold Key at the New York-based Scholastic Art and Writings Award. Okay, welcome, Kevin.
Good evening, everybody. I expect my name to be like there, but my name is Kevin Jared Hosein. My piece is going to be nothing like the previous one, although it was very good. So brace yourself. Yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to be received, but what I wanted to explore, what I've been writing about lately is demons. I've taken an interest in demons, right? And folklore. I've been reading about East Indian folklore. And I'm not sure anyone who knows about the churayal knows about that. Alright, the churayal is basically a woman who usually dies due to childbirth, and what she is able to do is that she is able to abort other women's fetuses. And that is kind of what my story is about here. So it can be pretty grim. So I'll start here. The name of my story is Maiden of the Mud. I drive him mad whenever I could, just because I could. Me and him, we have a connection. I know how, but I could tell you, he living good over there, and I dead as dead over here. I must have some thread that hanging in between, extending from my mouth and fastening around his neck. Because when I speak the man's name, Leon, he and only he could hear. And it didn't take long for him to start listening. Every night he come to me dragging his nice shoes along the muddy bank, smelling like rum, voice trembling like a schoolyard sissy. In his hands, he had 2 gallons of milk. See, it's not only me who crying out for him. I have a next one here. A baby girl. A scrawny little thing. I never give the child no name. Never get the chance back then, and never bothered to now. The thing wasn't even born when I did. I wake up here in Waterloo Bay, face down in the mud, just a stone throw away from the crematorium. And the child was right next to me crying. It was wet, covered head to toe with muck and slime. I stared at this thing for a few minutes, wondering at first if it was a creature of foot or fin, long or gill. Had nothing I could do to ease this child. The cries ain't like the soft cackling young mothers used to, you know. The cries pierced the air like sirens. Nothing you could have ever think come out of a baby mouth. And when it first started, I didn't know what to feel. Mostly it was confusion, then annoyance, then rage. Looking at it, its toothless mouth, oyster gray skin, cheeks scrunched like cotton, eyes small and shiny like soursop seeds. I could have only think about setting this little thing to drift into sea. It might pluck itself out of the ebb and swim back to me, but at least I would have some peace and quiet, just for a day, just for one night quiet. I was never this kind of woman, you know. Not before I shop up with a man named Shiva and Shama. I used to sing, mostly in hotels and weddings. I didn't believe any songs I sing though, not after the paychecks started coming in less and less. I was looking to get out. Where I meet Shivan, it was at his sister's wedding. I remember the decorations, red and gold, everywhere. One thing that catch my eye was a blown up photo of the bride and groom, obscenely highlighted with airbrush and glue, Lakshmi and Leon. Their names was everywhere in that wedding, couldn't escape it. I remember thinking this Leon could be a model. Every hair in place, neat arch eyebrows, strong angular jaw, devil grin. Lashmi, she said, not so pretty. Thin lips, thick eyebrows, short stature, flat. Not the kind of woman you're going to expect to see with a man like that. It became apparent to me that Leon was the trophy, not she. See, that whole family was born in money, upper teeth. You know them clear-skinned high-caste Indian? So when Shivan wanted to have a fling with the wedding singer, well, it made me feel think of this. I knew this boy was accustomed to getting whatever he wanted without playing any word. But he was my ticket out of this. I had to do it right, show all the right spots, had to make the boy fall in love. And before I knew it, the boy bring me home to meet Mother Sharma. But that old woman didn't like me at all, at all, at all. No matter what I do, my blood just didn't take she. I tried to cook lunch for the woman, and everything was missing something. The curry had no shallow benny, rice down the cardamom, this thing, and need more vinegar, that thing, need more pimento. It wasn't just that, it just started off that way. The next day, my hair lacked volume. The day after, my skin need lightening. After that, my teeth need whitening. I need to fix my sour face. I need to smile more. I need to sit straight, tone up, moisturize, exfoliate. By the end of the first 2 months, I didn't have enough distinctions. I didn't have enough certificates. I didn't have enough accreditations. I didn't have enough diplomas. For this moment to stop harassing my tail, I needed a BSc, a BA, LLB, a MFA, and a PhD. Tell you, this woman was driving me mad. She used to deny it though. If I ever bring it up, she'd throw her arms up in the air and holler, but I have no problem with you, I don't know what you're talking about. Leon take notice of how she treat me. He said that he went through the same Nancy story at first. It was strange when he wanted to exchange numbers. But I went ahead. When he called, we would battle the Sharmas together. He used to call them the Brahmins, which would have made with the Dalits, the Dravidians, the untouchables. We won like that, joking about how we could eat at the same table with these people, these Brahmins. One thing that stuck out to me was when he told me, you know, it's a while since I laugh at something I actually find funny. But no matter how much I talk with Leon, I ain't learn much. Might sound weird, but he was unrobable, secretive, while at the end we have open book. Have a way he curled his side-shape eyebrows when he talked. You know that he hiding things. His honesty was an illusion. And I suddenly had the notion that he was lying in bed with Lakshmi telling me all the things I used to say on the phone. All the bad talk we used to say. It could be a plot from Mother Sharma to get rid of me. Leon was exactly the apple of that woman eye, you know. But she still gave him the chance in the textile business in which she was running. What Leon could I know about textiles? It had nothing for me. As me, I useless. She had nothing for me, no room for me in that equation. She had no opportunities to give me. She wanted to be gone. Never had a day she would nag Shivan to get a girl who was not a wedding singer. Shivan used to ask me to sing for them like a puppy, trained to do tricks. That boy was a desperate boy, is all I could say, desperate for mommy's approval. She's not there, darling. She's not going to one day be singing at the Met, she used to say to Shivan. And Lakshmi used to back it up with, you sure she goes sing at funerals? Well, that hurt me. That's what Leon told me. I didn't know what to say, I was hurt. I have a thick skin, but for some reason, that sting. That night, I invited Leon over to my apartment. Was another guys to go out and watch a movie. Lakshmi didn't like going to the cinema. She's that kind of person. So she was happy for Leon to find a movie friend. I told him to come up and wait for me. When he walked in the door, I was already naked on the couch. He wasted no time, he jumped on me, the man was rabid. He was of a different world than the Sharmas, a different creature. He didn't belong in whatever birthday JC people meant. Honestly, I did it to get at Lakshmi. I didn't care for him. It was for no other reason really. It feels good knowing that there was something she had no control of. So I let the affair go on for about a month. The man told me he was in love. He told me I had perfect rest. He told me everything was different with me, how mechanical Lakshmi was and how organic I was, foolishness like that. He told me he'd leave his wife for me, but I ain't stupid, I know men this talk. I never let it fool me, not 1 minute. Leon useless without his wife anyway. I would never talk about Shivan with him, though he insists I should. The only comparison I ever make when I tell him was, they taste like him, or a little sweeter. I let the affair go on until Shivan get rid of me. No, he had never find out about the affair. He was as cool as his sister. His mother ended up getting the best of him. The breakup was simple, one phone call, one last roll on the sheets. I put my dress back on and went my way. I was angry by him being boy. I ain't begged for him either. I was relieved. I didn't realize it until a few days after. My phone was filled with missed calls from Leon, and I never bothered to call back until I wake up one morning vomiting. So I did the test. The next day, yes, I was pregnant. Wasn't Shivan? He always used protection. That man Leon didn't. So I called up Leon and let him know. He was quiet at first. Wouldn't be hard to imagine what was going through his head, you know. But you could have never know. You could have never know with Leon. I gonna be there for the child. He tell me, I know it's like to come into this world with nobody, but all calls went unanswered from there. Texted constantly, no replies. It's hard to explain what it feel like. I felt like a fruit ready to be juice dry to some bitter cocktail. Blood and progesterone doing like rum every morning. Every step I take feel like a horse stroking a heavy arc of water. I thought of getting rid of the child, but that was a more frightening thought than having it. All I could think about was metal and blades and scissors in a bright room. Surgery had the soul, I couldn't do it. One day, I left a voice message for Leon. Tell him that I will tell his wife about the baby if he don't reply. It was just a threat, just a little something to steady play in him. I knew if I actually meant it. Well, the phone ring one time. I could hear talking and shuffling background. He's whispering, you can't do this to me, I'll lose everything. But I kept up the threat saying, if you think I would be able to prove it, Leon, I have evidence. I have pictures of you in my apartment. I actually didn't, I lied. A week later, he called and asked to come over. He'd pick him up and we'd drive and talk. So we drive down to Waterloo, near the cremation site, by the temple in the sea. Well, Leon didn't come to talk that night. He cut the lights, lean over, and press his thumbs against my neck, strangling me right in the passenger seat. His eyes watery and red, snarling like a dog. I couldn't breathe. Couldn't kick him off of me. I stretched my arm to open the door. If I could fly open, the door fly open and I fall backward, my head upside down, tongue still jammed against my throat. A colony of dogs in the distance left their eyes at me. No sound but the muted rumble of water slushing salt in the wind. The moonlight falling on the jandy flowers in the distance. A small boat anchored to a bamboo pole bobbed silently in the bay. I could have only focused on these things as the light was being squeezed out of me. I couldn't remember nothing else. Well, when I wake up, I was face down in the silt. I still can't angle my neck straight. It had a perpetual crook in it. My clothes was drenched, bloody around the waist, and the baby was next to me, crying, crying, crying. I didn't know where this baby come from. I didn't even realize I was dead at first. Nobody could have seen me. Nobody could have seen the child. I was shocked at first, I tell you. Didn't think Leon had it in him. And nobody looked for me and nobody in this world here to miss me. They probably didn't have a body to find. Just one more woman fall off the earth. Nothing to lose. Well, I started calling out to Leon, but he didn't start coming to see me until a full month later. I didn't know how else to put it. Man looked like shit. I didn't think it was guilt, but I still could never be sure. Death didn't have no clarity to it, you know, it's more confusing than life. But looking at life from the outside make me miss it. Ghosts couldn't have company unless they want somebody. So as I said before, I drive him mad whenever I could, just because I could. The first time he drive down here and see me, clothes tattered, skin wet, skin bloated and pale, he just dropped to his knees. He didn't scream or bawl, he didn't try to run. And all I could have said to him was, Leon, you know the child want milk. So whenever he come, he makes sure to bring 2 gallons of milk with him. You have to bring it because I find out it has something I could do. I could have yanked the lives of babies right from the womb. I do it to a woman who's staring at the sunset near the temple. Ripped the baby soul right out of she and watch the blood spill down she legs. It was amazing. Now watch me anytime I was pregnant. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. Ghosts know these things. I didn't even have to be near she to do it, you know. I let Leon know what I would do if he ever stopped coming. If he ever stopped bringing that milk, and if this child ever started crying again, I would pull that baby right out of she, I tell him, and I would sing for that funeral. This went on for months. He feed this baby girl here once a week. She couldn't even grow this scrawny thing. Had a time he lie against me and tell me about his father, walk right to he like before he born, like I came. Every time he come, he snivel and beg me not to take his child. That was the only good thing in his life. The child didn't touch me his belly. I tell him, I tell myself I was going to kill that baby on the 8th month. But the joke was on me, the baby was born premature at 7 months. A healthy, pink, flush baby boy, unfortunately. And suddenly I had no authority over it. But I didn't let Leon know that. I let him believe I could have still snatched it away from him. I enjoyed the power for a while, but it get boring. Just one day I decided to let Leon go. Just go. He seemed unhappy enough with his life anyway. His marriage made him suffer worse than I did. I try and blame some other men into the water, but I tell you, it's boring. It gets boring. Around that time, had a few folks that started sensing something was going on at the bay. Maybe they could have feel me breathing down the neck, or hear me calling out to them. Maybe one too many women get a miscarriage near the temple. I don't know, I lost count. Maybe they could see splashes in the water. They gave me all kind of names, John McGill, Churai. But the one I liked the most was Maiden of the Mud. Probably because the footprints I used to leave walking across the silt. Maiden reminded me how young I was. I was no Hagan witch, I was a maiden. A ghost for a maiden. You know, it's not so much a ghost, I'm a demon. And I feel like demons aren't born, demons are made. Demons are molded. Demons get stuck wandering a place over and over for centuries on end, haunting the same old people, unable to move forward with time. Women demons especially, obsessed with man and only man. Why? This is how I wanted my eternity to play out, haunting some man, listening to some child cry all day. Well, even in that, I realize I'm here. I still here, still stuck being a blasted untouchable. Might have something better out there. So today I get up and I leave the child to cry. Funny how I never think to just leave it behind, I just hear the whole time. The farther I walk away from it, the softer the cries get, until it's just silence, peace and quiet. I turn around and see the child had always been nothing but a stone. I turn around and head back to see the light was playing tricks on me. Stone? So I didn't have no child, I don't know what was going on, but no. It right there, just a big chunk of rock in front the whole time. Was it just the mass of minerals the whole time? Just playing a prank on me and Leon? I don't know, I can never know. This world is different. I hold it in my arms, now I drop it in the ocean and watch it dissolve in a flurry of black ribbons. In the distance, bands of clumpy grey clouds swell and tape across the sky, the twilight shooting out of the cracks. But the cracks soon close up and a looming darkness stretch across the sea. The temple standing still at the end of the stone jetty, tides lashing against concrete. So I squint my eyes at the slow swirl of clouds again. I could tell a storm coming. The storm is telling me, Gil, you have to go. It's telling me, Gil, it's time to move on. It's telling me, Gil, you're finally free to leave this place. Thank you very much.